Naidex is Europe's biggest independent living show. I went down there at the end of April with a team of volunteers, including one Blackwood tenant, to promote Blackwood and also Bespoken, and also to capture as much of the show as we could for people who weren't able to travel there independently. We were also very keen to capture as much of the new technology and the innovations that are out there, particularly those that could be helpful to Blackwood in the development of the concept house and also smart life.
I found Naidex a good experience. Obviously, I got involved in events and marketing, and it was directly related to both of those things, so it was an interesting and sort of useful experience for someone like me. I don't really have a single favourite moment. It was just quite interesting to see a lot of new technology and meeting quite a lot of interesting, sincere people that get involved in quite interesting projects.
So this is a loop wheel. This is a wheel with suspension within it. So you've got 3 loops which are carbon composite springs, and effectively what this does is absorbs shocks.
So this is nanotechnologies, and the product is the Gyroset wheelchair controller. It's a smart wheelchair controller, essentially an onboard computer for wheelchairs. So we've got a joystick, an optical joystick, very robust and very sensitive. We've got a very sensitive optical force sensor. We have a fourth control method, which is a headset. The headset can drive the wheelchair, and also we've got a blink sensor on it. So as you can see, he's driving the wheelchair pretty smoothly.
Because like Naidex is like a large scale of exhibition, and I find it quite helpful because you actually get a chance to meet like people actually working in the field, and so also it's a good chance to just to see like how's the product market actually for people with disabilities at the moment.
It will deploy it all the way to myself, so all I have to do is release that and the wheelchair is now free.
My arms are just floating. I can then pick something like a mug up, and the ability to get that to your head is made far easier. And then when you finish using it, you put it back on the docking ring, and it stays where it is.
And so my favorite moment was actually when the girl I signed up who actually won the iPad. I mean, I'm really happy for her, because I feel like because like we do so much like pre-work for that, and yeah, it's just good to witness that moment.
It's massive, but it's a brilliant experience to see what sort of is with sort of different products within the market. So it was great fun.
Okay, this is our shower chair. It comes in 2 different versions. You can have a manually adjustable version, or you can have, which this one is, the electrically adjusted one. The electrically adjusted one really helps people to have their independence, because it can allow them to get the seat to the correct height so they can transfer from their wheelchair. You can get it so it's level, and then use it to lower you down to a position where you can use it, or somebody transferring from a wheelchair from the side can get it the same height and transfer easily. Then you could lower it down so that whilst you're sat on it, you can get it to a position where you're able to wash your feet, etc. We have this rail system, and everything in the bathroom, apart from the nursing bench and toilet, can go onto the rail, which means product is able to be moved left and right as well.
Gemini bath, dual lift mechanism, and that allows you to actually provide not only the dual height bathing facility, but a dual height changing facility. But like you see where the bathtub comes up around a fixed platform, and then the whole bath is raised up to give you the variable height facility for the carers around the bath area.
They had a room basically where you could choose video, so I chose spaceship, and they said that space smelled a bit like chocolate cake, so they produced like in the box a smell chocolate cake, so that was really quite awesome.
Well, Naidex was a really good experience overall, very engaging, very informative, and yes, all round, although I have to say by the end of it, very, very tiring, but altogether worthwhile. Well, there were quite a few favourite moments actually. Seeing how much new technology was out there, especially the way it could help Blackwood tenants, especially in relation to the concept house and the smart life technology they'll be using in them.
The product I'm going to show you today is our vintage talking atomic watch. It's a talking watch with an RNIB very clear voice. It's atomic and radio controlled, so it will set the time itself. It'll go back in summertime and forwards.
Yeah, we have a range of automatic pill dispensers and reminders, watches, as well as the medication dispensers, which are programmed for up to 24 doses a day. You fill the carousel with the medication, it's programmed and it's locked, and then at the medication time, the dispenser tray rotates and dispenses the medication.
Overall, the event was a huge success with over 500 new members signing up to Bespoken in just 3 days. And on top of that, we filmed over 60 videos, including some of the most exciting and innovative technologies that were at Naidex, which I know are going to be very helpful to people who are working on the concept house and also developing smart life. But I would say one of the best bits of Naidex for me was the number of people who came up to us who were already members, who had heard of Bespoken, who just came up to thank us and congratulate us on Bespoken, and who were really delighted to receive the bulletin, and were just really grateful to be kept up with the latest innovations. That was really great.
Like I say, sort of direct experience in events and working at events and working at exhibitions, which is something I wouldn't really have done before. Hadn't done before and wouldn't really have got a chance to do otherwise.
I think I gained a lot of confidence with talking to people. Like obviously at the stand I had to talk to people to get them to sign up and try and be more positive and a lot more energetic, and also learn how to smile for long periods of time. So it was quite fun, yeah.
I think it actually enhanced my general knowledge for the field and independent living, and also enhanced my communication skill when talking to people, introducing about Blackwood and Bespoken and stuff.
Well, Naidex provided a really good wealth of opportunity just to speak to a huge wide variety of people, especially when I was obviously working at the Bespoken Blackwood stand, speaking to a lot of occupational therapists, which I hadn't had the previous chance to do, and just seeing why they were there and what they were looking for from Naidex, and just getting a lot from their experiences.